Yo, yo, yo. What you guys seeing? Cold Rouet, Samir, Finica, Sienna, Assad, what's up? Yo, chat. Carl, what you saying, dude? Dudes. Amber G, Miriam, what's up? Hey, yo, Sienna, what's that about? Hey, yo, Zakir, what's up? Yeah, I got like 4 hours sleep last night, guys. I'm dying. I got back from Copenhagen. And then, have any of you guys been to Copenhagen before? So right now, I might sound a bit knackered. Hey, Shristi, what's up? Maybe not. I mean, it's a small town, but doing something the whole time. Only spent 2 nights there. Trust me, Hassan. Yo, walk through. Hey, Neil. Is the early bird discount still on? I'm literally about to buy it. Yeah. Specials. Just quote, what's it? What was it? Summer 2024, right? Then you'll get the big discount, mate. Sienna, 2 weeks to your first day of year 13. Yeah, I mean, my lessons don't start. Oh, yeah, my lessons start in 2 weeks, actually. But, so, mate, you go back this Friday. That's not looking good, mate. Why are you going back so early? What is this? Shristi's still chilling. She got 10 days. Walk through perfect value. That's the 3 installments, and I get the whole plan. 4 installments, isn't it? Walk through, but yeah, for sure. But I'm pretty sure it's. I guess you can choose, right? But if you want 4 installments, then you can do that as well. Miran, you return next week. Yo, Sienna's sending. Yo, that's wild. So, this week with you lot, what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce you to some probability. Yo, what's up, dude? Yeah, I'm going to introduce you guys to probability. And next lesson, I'm going to do something known as the normal distribution. Probably the biggest part of probability or statistics in year 13, isn't it? But conditional probability is actually quite simple. I would say it's a topic that you guys have actually seen already. It depends who your teacher was at GCSE, but actually, will you guys? Yeah, some of you guys might have learned GCSE maths with me, but it's probably unlikely. I think most of you started with me in year 12. But I teach this to my GCSE students, not so formally, but I definitely show them this kind of stuff because they do ask a bit of conditional probability and set notation at GCSE. So, we know when we go to tree diagrams and we look at the branches, right? If you go along this branch A and this branch B, you're working out the probability of A and B, right? But do you guys know what this branch actually is? It's not the probability of B. Do any of you guys know how to describe that branch? So A, the event A has happened, but do you guys know what that branch actually means? How would you could either say in maths terms or you could say in English. Yo, Omar, Adam, Static, what's up? Not A and... Well, Shristi, A has to have happened first. A has to have happened first. It's not an intersection. The intersection is both of them happening in sequence. Nice, Samir. So, guys, look at what Samir's written. And Miran and Zakir, good. So now you guys are getting it. So this is sequential probability. Yeah, so what we're saying is given A has happened, given A has happened, what's the probability of B happening afterwards? Yeah, so it's sequential. So A has to have happened first. So you guys are saying this is the probability of B, right? But it's the probability of B given A has already happened. So that's what that branch means. Yeah. So it is the probability of B. It is a branch that ends with B. But it's the probability of B given A has already happened. So that's what the vertical line means. Now remind me, when you go across branches, what do you do? as we go across. We multiply, yeah. So we have A and B, yeah, that's A and B, equals the multiplication of the two branches is the probability of A, times the probability of B given A, yeah? Now I'm going to rearrange that for the given statement. So I'm going to divide through by this probability of A. So this is the more common formula. The probability of B given A is the probability of A and B, so the intersection, B and A and B doesn't really matter, divided by the probability of A. Yeah, very important. Now the formula makes sense. Yeah, we're saying the probability of B given A, yeah, the probability of B happening given A happens is the probability of both of them happening, A and B. But because A has already happened, we are restricting our probabilities to the probability of A only. So basically, whatever you have in that second section, whatever's in the given statement here, has to be down here. Yes, there's a connection there. You're restricting your probabilities to what has already happened. Yeah? Zakir, we'll talk about that in a second. Now, we actually do it the other way around. Generally, we say probability of A given B just because of alphabetical order. But in terms of like the diagram, the tree diagram, we do A, then B. So we'll talk about that one in a second. So if I wanted to use a Venn diagram to kind of explain what was going on, check this out. So I want the probability, I'm going to do it as A given B. Let's do it the other way around. So just when you look at this, which event has already happened? So what event has already happened? B, yeah? So it says, what's the probability of A given B has already happened? Yeah, that's what it says. You just read it as it says. What's the probability of A given B has already happened? Yeah? So, in terms of a Venn diagram, what we're doing is we're restricting all of our events to B. We're focusing on this part of the Venn diagram. We're saying, look, we're here because you guys have all told me that B has already happened. It's conditional on B, so we're here. Yeah, this is why in the denominator we have the probability of B. Yeah, this is why that situation happens. Yeah, we're saying, look, B has already happened, so we're restricting ourselves to that circle. Then you're saying, look, if we're focusing on this circle, which part of that is A as well? So what would you guys say there? So now that we're restricting ourselves to the circle of B, which part of that involves A as well? Because that's what we're looking for. What's the probability of A given B has already happened? Yeah, exactly. It's just the intersection. Yeah, so the section we want is this bit. We're saying, look, we want A given B has already happened. And the only place that happens is the intersection, which is why that goes on top. We're looking for this given that we are only focusing on the circle in B. So the formula makes sense even when you look at it from a Venn diagram perspective, right? Okay, so very simple. You change the given statement to an and statement, and then this just comes down. Yeah, it's a pretty simple formula, right? But obviously it's just about writing it over and over and over again. Whenever they ask you a question, you see this given statement, you're just gonna immediately write the formula, and then you're gonna sub things in. Yeah. Alrighty then. Let's take a look at some questions, innit? So, a school has 168 students in year 13. Of these students, 37 chose chemistry and 58 chose mathematics. 16 students chose both subjects. Draw a two-way table to represent this information. All right, now if we do a two-way table here, what piece of information would you guys put? So you guys have to tell me what you're going to put here and here. And the clue is kind of in part B. So what would you guys put as the two pieces of information? Maths. So we'll have maths. So we'll have maths and what? So the letters. So you'll have chemistry and maths. Would you guys have it all on the same? So would you have like M, C, like what? How would you guys do it? So let's do it in terms of letters. So just let me know like how you would list it. I mean, if you guys don't fill it out just yet, but if you guys put M and C, then what would you guys put on the next one? Ariana, M left, C top. So you're separating them now, yeah? So the question is, do we want to keep them separate or do we want to keep M and C together? And even in both cases, okay, now Hassan's thinking about other pieces of information, M dash and C dash. That's good. Now the question is, do you want M dash, C dash to be together as well? Or do they need to be in the same row or column? That's the important bit. Should they be in the same column and row? Or should they be like how I've represented it here? Rouet's gone with same. What do you guys think? They need to be in a different column. So if I kept it like it is now, take a look. We obviously have totals, which doesn't change. Harlem dash means not. Okay, so we have this, yeah? What does this box mean? If someone's in that box, by the way I've labeled it, what does that box actually represent? Common is on, you know how it is. Always grinding, even on bank holiday. That box doesn't actually mean only take maths. Yeah, Kai, it means maths and doesn't do maths. It's a bit of a contradiction. How can someone do maths and not do maths? Yeah, so all that means is that, yeah, M and M dash need to be in the same column or row. Yeah, so now we can change it. So M and M dash need to be in the same location. Okay, let's have a look. I'm going to label it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You guys can tell me which box, as you read, would you fill out first? Which box should we fill out first? Number 1? I would probably fill out something else first as I read. Yeah, Ethan, I agree with Ethan. I would do number 9. 9. A school has 168 students in year 13. I would do that first, for sure. Okay. As you keep reading, guys, what should we be doing next? Obviously, it's going to help us. As you read, it's going to help us fill out the table as we go, right? Izan's going with 7. Number 7's the total for M. Of these students, 37 chose chemistry. Wait, hold on. Oh, which one? 37 chose chemistry. Which one would that go? Go as you read, guys. I mean, you can't fill out loads when you just look at the whole thing, but if as we read, yes, number 3, 37 choose chemistry. Okay. 58 chose maths. Then yes, 58 chose maths. Man, damn, spamming random numbers. You guys are just doing practicing your numbers from 1 to 10, man. Then 16 chose both subjects. So where's that going? Adam, it means not chemistry or not maths. So remember, guys, dashes mean not. Yeah. Okay, number 1, yeah. So 16 chose both. 16 chose both.
And also, on the main course, Adam, I would have gone through the set notation already. This is like going into the juicy parts of things. Yeah. Alright, so what is it? Also, you guys have seen the set notation from GCSE, it's just a reminder. But yeah, in the main year 13 course, I do go through it again. Alright, should we just go number 2, 37 minus 16 is what? 21. Then what's 168 minus 37? 131? 168 minus 58, 110, I think. Simple subtraction. I hope so. 110 minus 21 is like 88, 89. And then 58 minus 16, 42. No pressure, Hassan, trust me. I haven't even opened up my calculator, man. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. That looks alright to me. Neil does mental maths. My mental maths actually poor, I can't lie. So, what's the probability of not C and not M? So guys, you don't need to simplify anything, but what would you guys say here? Don't simplify. We will simplify. I will need my calculator now. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. 89 out of 168, is it? So, not C and not M. Yeah, 89 out of 168. I'm not convinced that simplifies. But don't quote me, mate. Nice, mate. For part 2, what would you guys do first? Not C or M. What should we be thinking about here? I'm not reading it out on purpose. I'm not reading it out on purpose. So it's not over 168. What should we be thinking about here? Yes, Aisha and Adam. So we're thinking about given statements. Shusti, yes, essentially, but we should always be thinking about the formula. Yo, Barca, you're coming to learn some maths 5 years early. Yes, guys, so this is saying what's the probability of C given M? Now look what Sienna's written. That should always be your first instinct, is to write the formula, cheeky intersection. So in the denominator, what should it be? So Sienna, for example, has put probability of C. Looking at the given statement, what should be in the denominator? Is it C or M? Probability of what? What goes in the denominator? Is it C or M? Okay, so remember guys, it's given M, so it's always here. Yeah, so it's always the second letter. Yeah, probability of M. And if we go back, B, the second thing, whatever's given is what goes in the denominator. Yeah? Okay, now at the top, it's just the intersection. So here you're just changing the given sign to an and. Yeah? Now, I will do actually. So here, technically, we're saying a probability. Yeah, but something's going to end up happening. But when you look at the table, guys, what's the probability of C and M? Look at the table. What is the probability of C and M? So it's not just 16. You guys are technically right that the whole thing's going to kind of simplify down. But like, look what Hassan's done. That's technically the correct answer. So the probability of C and M is 16 out of 168. Divided by, what's the probability of M here? Not just 58, sorry, yeah. 58 out of 168. But when you do this, guys, what ends up happening? And this is why you can kind of skip some bits in the end. What ends up happening here? Yeah, there's cancellations of the 168, yeah? So, going forward, guys, you can just write 16, but I want to make sure that you guys know why that's the case, yeah? So, 16 divided by 58 might 8 out of 29. Alrighty then. Bosh. Now, for part 3, can you guys rewrite my formula?
Probability of M given, not C. So using inspiration from part 2, what is, how do you rewrite that formula? The main thing is making sure that denominator is correct. Zane, I see you, dude. Let's see if the others agree. Izan got the same as Shrusti. J and B just said bun C. That's crazy. All right, nice. We've all got it. Yeah. Ariana P.com. Huh? What website is that? So in the denominator we have not C. Make sure you always get that denominator correct, because at the numerator we're only changing it to and, innit? Autocorrect. Nice. Now, forgetting about the cancellation of denominators, can you guys tell me what that is without simplification? What is that without simplification? Zane's going 42 out of 131. Wait, remember you, oh, okay, there you go, you've realized something. Static got the same. Izan got the same. M and not C, it's looking like a 42, exactly. But not C, 131. Nice, might. And again, I'm not convinced that simplifies. It doesn't. Calm. Simpler than you think, right? Let's do some more questions. So again, how we do this with Venn diagrams. So A and B are two events such that the probability of A is 0.45, the probability of B is 0.5, and the probability of A and B is 0.25. Draw a Venn diagram showing the probabilities. All right, so it's a two Venn diagram. Ayo, my circles are just beautiful, mate. I've like become a professional at drawing circles, I can't lie. That one is decent, but still. All right, where do we always start, mate? Absolutely, circle tutorial. There's actually a game, but I can't do it on my graphics pad. I think it's called Perfect Circle. Some guy called Neil made the game, but you have to get as close to 100% as possible. Yes, so we start off with the middle, 0.25. Neil does circles. Do you guys know who Mac Miller is? Have you heard his album Circles? Absolute genius. Like, genius, mate. If you haven't, you guys need to educate yourselves about Mac Miller and listen to that album, because it's crazy. Trust me, Carl. Sienna, what's A? That means A or B. A or B. So A or B is this. This is A or B. I'm going to discuss A or B in a second. So, what would you guys put here when you read the question? But speaking of music, there's one tune I've been addicted to recently. It's Akon, We Made It. It looks like Akon's back, guys. You guys won't know about Akon because he was making absolute bangers when I was a kid. But it looks like he's back making tunes. He's so good, man. Probability of A is 0.45. And we got the middle, 0.25. I already know about Frank Ocean, Sienna. Don't watch that. Frank Ocean is great, but Akon is something else, 0.2. And then, yeah, probability of B, guys, 0.5, but we already have the middle, right? So 0.15. What would be on the outside? Man, Akon's just a G, man. 0.4, 0.3, 0.3. So the probability of B is 0.5 plus 0.2 is 0.7. Yeah, 0.3. What he said. Wait, why is it 0.15? Because have I done maths wrong? Oh wait, 0.25. My bad. Nah, I'm bugging out. So it would be 0.2. Did someone say 0.2 before? No, it's still 0.3. It's just I wrote the wrong number here. I know. I told you guys. Mental maths. Allow me, man. Neil fails maths. It's not looking good, bruv. Hey, allow me, man. I got 4 hours sleep last night, yeah? Hey, now, what is this? So, can you guys rewrite this probability? Neil has jet lag. I can't even make an excuse because I was an hour ahead. Nah, I didn't do any party out in Copenhagen. I was with my sister and brother, so I didn't drink anything out there. I don't really like alcohol, guys. I don't recommend. Always just stick to Fanta Light, mate. Stick to Fanta Light. So here we got, yes, a probability of B in the bottom and a probability of A and B. Now, when you guys look at the diagram, what would that be? What over what? Stick to water is on. That's very wise. Just stick to water and pre-workout. That's all you need, mate. That's all you need. A half. Oblivion will start, bruv. Hassan, that's what I'm kind of looking for in Sienna. So on the top, A and B, 0.25 divided by the probability of B, which we know is 0.5. You guys are right, that does give you 1/2. This is a very interesting question. We're going to have to discuss this one in a little bit more detail. Can you guys rewrite that using given statements? We made it. What does that mean, Zakir, mate? We made it. Do, 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 do. So this is the probability of B given A or B, indeed. How is this? Probability of B given A or B? It is, but how do we rewrite it? The probability. Brett, I'm not saying read it out, mate. I'm saying do what Shrusti's doing. Oh my god. Guys, I can read, yeah? Who's a kid, is it? Do you guys know about Cotillia though, right? He's the baddest boy when it comes to maths. So we got that in the denominator. Now this is the probability of B and A or B. Now with this, guys, I want to bracket off the or statement because they can mean different things otherwise. Yeah? So we have to be very careful. Now, the denominator, you guys should be able to just tell me. So what's the probability of A or B when you look at the diagram? We're going to have to be very careful with the numerator. I'm going to discuss that one in a second. So that is 0.7, good. A or B, guys, is this. That is A or B. That is 0.7. Okay? Now, how do we identify B and A or B? Now, they're two different things, yeah? So, there's this and this. So, if you guys ever get confused, this is what you need to do. This is exam tricks. All you need to do is you don't need to multiply anything, yeah? You just need to very quickly draw a new diagram and do some quick shading here. So what you're going to do is you're going to shade in B with one stroke, which is here. This is B, right? Then you're going to shade in A or B with another stroke going in the opposite direction. We had just done that one, right? This is A or B. Okay? Now, if it says and, which it does here, wait, what? I didn't want to do it that color. If it says and, I'm going to write under overlap. So when you see and, you're looking for the overlap. Yeah? If you see the U, you're looking for anything shaded. It's all about it's cold. That's it, guys. It's all about the tricks, mate. That's why I try and show you, yeah? Try and show you the exam tactics. So where do you see the overlap? What is it? We're looking for and, which is the overlap. What is that just the same as? No, Islam. That's dependent on what type of, how the events are. Are they mutually exclusive, independent, etc.? So yeah, guys, look, the overlap only happens at B. So that numerator, even though I've written B and A or B, this is just the probability of B. Very simple, which is 0.5. So the answer is 5/7. Okay, so guys, don't forget that shading trick. It's going to help you out a lot when we do conditional probability. Nice dive. So how are you guys going to rewrite part 3? Should be a more simple probability statement to rewrite. Ruwait, looks, I see you. So remember, Carl, remember it's always the second letter. So guys, we always match the second letter in the denominator. We're saying given not B, right? And then we have the intersection, right? Nice. So not A and not B. Now guys, when you look at the diagram, can you rewrite these probabilities? Do not simplify. I want to see 0 point and 0 point. Then we'll type in the calculator. We made it. Hassan's got 0.3 over 0.5. Adam got the same. Not A and not B is the outside. Nice. And not B, guys, if we know B is 0.5, then not B is also 0.5. So yeah, 3/5. Nice. Easy peasy squeeze the lemon, mate. Easy peasy squeeze the lemon. Let's move on, mate. Now we're going to look at the addition rule, which is what we were talking about before. A or B. So look at what I'm going to do, guys. Trust me, Oblivion, my guy, let's go. So we've got shade, probability of A, and probability of B using different strokes. What do you notice? So, everyone do this on your workbook. This is the probability of A. Make the lines quite fine in terms of do quite a few in each circle. Okay, so this is the probability of A. Now we're going to do probability of B. You don't have to do it in a different color, but I'm going to do a different color because you guys will see it better. Now, what do you guys notice? What does this look like to you? What have I shaded? What does it look like I've shaded? Aisha, this is year 13 maths. So what's a waffle? Ayo, Shrusti, what is this? Kite, so it's not A and B. Hassan, good, it's A or B. So I've shaded everything on the inside. Yeah? So I've shaded everything on the inside of the two circles, right? So that's A or B. Yeah? So I've shaded the probability of A or B. But do you notice anything about how that's been shaded? Something is not quite right here. It's not actually just A or B. Do you guys notice something a bit that's not quite right, mate? Yo, Rayhan, what are you saying, dude? Well, that's included, JMB, but you're focusing on the right place. What do you notice? Yes, Omar, nice. We have shaded the intersection twice. We've doubled the center. This is not just the probability of A and B, right? Because we have shaded twice. So what's the only thing we now need to do to ensure we only have A or B? What do you have to do to the probability of A and the probability of B? There's only one thing we need to do. We don't want to shade the middle twice. Nice, Aisha. We just subtract the intersection once. Yeah, nice. And this, guys, is the addition rule for probability. Makes sense. Guys, most likely,
you won't get shown where it comes from. Though you just get told what the formula is, yeah? But it's very important you understand where formulas come from, because when you understand where formulas come from, memorizing them is actually very simple, because in your head you can picture what's going on, yeah? Alrighty then. Let's summarize. Actually, no, we'll talk about independence and mutual exclusivity. You guys were talking about that before, right? So we already know that the probability of A given B, A.O. Sienna, bun the formula booklet. I don't know if I've told you guys this before, but I want you to remember this. If you need the formula booklet in the exam, you've not revised enough. All my students who got AA star never used the formula booklet once. One thing's for sure is Cotillia, who got an A star as a 10-year-old, never used the formula booklet, yeah? So you should keep it closed, yeah? Unless you're doing further statistics too, you should never have to pick it up, yeah? Bun the formula booklet. But I will condition you guys. There's not an attack on Sienna, by the way. You guys are, if you're on my main course students already know about the bun the formula booklet. And especially in year 13, guys, you guys will, hey yo, allow Sienna, man. She's just trying to get by. She's trying to get them top grades, innit? She will get bun class. Now we already know the probability of A given B is the probability of A and B over the probability of B. Now guys, if A and B are independent, what do you know about the probability of A and B? So from year 12 and what is it? And even GCSE, what do you know about independence? No, you don't, Omar. If your teachers taught you that, they have given you incorrect information. You only use your calculator for critical regions in hypothesis testing. Okay, nice. So guys, probability of A and B when independent is the probability of A times the probability of B. So they do have an intersection, guys. Be very, very careful. There is an intersection with independence. It's just to get the middle, you multiply the probability of A and the probability of B. It's not mutually exclusive. That's very different. Now, write down the new formula for the probability of A given B. So guys, we already know that this is the probability of A and B over the probability of B. But what happens when I rewrite the numerator as the probability of A times the probability of B? What are we left with? It cancels, right? And we're left with the probability of A. Now this makes a lot of sense. Guys, if I tell you events A and B have nothing to do with each other, and I say, look, A and B have nothing to do with each other. What's the probability of A happening then, given B has happened? Well, it's just the probability of A, because B happening or not happening doesn't affect A, right? They're just completely irrelevant to each other. So that's why it cancels to give you A, yeah? What's up, Bambi? What are you saying? Whenever I hear the name Bambi, it reminds me of Call of Duty. Bambi! That's a long way of saying it. What, Bambi? Seriously, what are you talking about? Now, what can we say about the probability of A and B and the probability of A or B for mutually exclusive events? So now, what is true about the probability of A and B when they are mutually exclusive? But it don't work if they're dependent, right? Just because something's not independent doesn't necessarily mean they are dependent, yeah? So be careful with the terminology there. So it's just they're independent or they're not, yeah? Because they may not be dependent, but there might be like external factors, like kind of third-party things affecting. Okay, this is 0, yeah? So in this situation, the circles do not intersect. That's what the events would look like. Now think about your addition rule then, guys. What would the probability of A or B look like? And you could think of it in terms of what I've just drawn, or you could think of it in terms of what we, not necessarily 1, because you still have the outside bit, guys. So it's not just 1. What Omar said, good, the probability of A plus the probability of B.
Guys, it won't be 1. Not necessarily, because you can still have outside bits, right? So it's just the probability of A and B. It's literally this, just without this. That's all. Yeah, because the intersection is 0. So that is basically it, guys. So I'm going to give you a summary in the next, but these are essentially our new ideas. Here we go. So, summary of today. We have the probability of A given B is the probability of A and B over the probability of B. The addition rule, you add them up minus the intersection because we have a double overlap. If you're independent, then the intersection is just the multiplication of both events, which means that the given statement just becomes the first event. And if you're mutually exclusive, then the intersection is 0, so the addition rule is just the A plus B. Now, just some general guidance for you guys. Whenever you see given written in a question, immediately write down your probability statement. Whenever you see independence, again, write out your formula for the probability of A and B. And once you do this, guys, it's all good, mate. Probability becomes pretty simple. Although, on my main course, I do have an absolutely rotten question when it comes to probability. Maybe I've included it today, I'm not sure. We'll see. So the probability of A and B are two events such that the probability of A is 0.3, the probability of B is 0.7, and the probability of A given B is 0.1. Find the probability of A and B. So when you read this, guys, what should you be writing first? The wrong question takes some time, mate. So you can draw first, Shristi, but given this, what I said in the last slide, what should we maybe do? Write down the formula for conditional probability. So I do want to draw the Venn diagram, but as soon as I see this, I want to rewrite the statement, because maybe you'll answer part A straight away and then we can just draw the Venn diagram. Yeah. So when you see this, how do you rewrite that? Just get used to rewriting statements. So Hassan, you only check that if they ask you to. So there you go, Zain. So we always have the intersection. Maybe you guys can just have this copy and pasted, right? But it's good for you to type it. You'll remember it quicker. And then remember, guys, this is what goes in the denominator. The second is what goes in the denominator. Now, in the question, they have given us the numbers. The probability of A given B is 0.1. We don't have the intersection, but that's what part A is all about. And the probability of B is 0.7. Multiply them across, you've answered part A straight away. That'll be 0.07. Now, the question doesn't require us to draw a Venn diagram, but guys, it's very important for questions like this that you just do it. It's going to make your lives a lot simpler. So we have 0.07. What is it? The probability of A is 0.30, so 0.23. Then we have 0.70, so 0.63. What's on the outside of that? Is it 0.07 as well? I think. Confirmation is needed here. Alright, sweet as a nut, sweet like Tropicana. Can you rewrite the probability of B given A? Who's got their copy and paste ready? Might need to change something else, but... Okay, so it's the exact same, but the denominator is now A, right? So the intersection is 0.07, and the probability of A is 0.3. I'm assuming that just gives us 7 over 30, to be honest. And now this should be really easy, guys. You should just be able to look at the diagram. What's the probability of A or B? You should be able to just read it, to be honest. You don't need to write down any addition formulae. Because you've drawn the diagram, guys, it becomes self-explanatory. Nearly there, Carl. The other side now. So that's the outside. Okay, 93. So This is the only bit you don't want, right? You want all of this. So if you know the outside is 0.07, then you know the inside is 0.93. Okay? And that's it. Yeah, it's pretty simple. You didn't have to use the addition rule. Yeah, no addition rule needed, mate. Alrighty then. A and B are two events such that the probability of B is 3/8, the probability of A given B is 3/10, and the probability of A or B is 17/30. Find the probability of A and B. Alright, what would we do first? Hypothesis testing is actually really fun, I can't lie. It's probably just because you've been taught rubbish. I'll show you how I do hypothesis testing in my main course, but it's actually very simple. Okay, so before we do any kind of diagrams, let's go ahead and deal with our given statement. Now, this is an easy one. We've written this a million times now, right? And it looks like we have enough information to get the intersection. So this is 3/10, is all of this, and the probability of B is 3/8. So you just think 3/10 times 3/8, what is that, 9/80? You guys happy with that? Hey, yo, Zane, what happened, man? We can't be letting Morrison's reject you. I'm more of a little guy, man. This is that Waitrose interview type question. Faria, yes, of course. Yeah, because it's a live stream on YouTube. It'll be on the live tab. It's a public live stream on YouTube, so it'll be on the live tab on my channel. You can watch this back whenever you want. Draw a Venn diagram to show all of these events. Alright. Okay. Big up Malaysia. Okay, so we got S, A and B. Now we've got a middle, 9/80. I mean, what else can we fill out? I guess we can do this, would be what? 3/8 minus 9/80. What's that? 30/80. What's 30 minus 9? 21/80. I don't think that simplifies. What else can we figure out here? Is there anything else you kind of know straight away? Year 13 DAS. I wouldn't even say this A section just yet. There's something else I would figure out even quicker. A and B using A is in... Wait, hold on, what? Not just that. Man, I could do. You could just whack into ChatGPT or tell you the answer. You just have to look at the total combinations you can have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 numbers, 7 factorial. Then you just need to work out the probability of it ending with a 4. That's all. How many combinations end with a 4? That's basically it. Yes, the outside bit. Yes. So, yeah, 13. If you know this, guys, that's the inside bit. So you immediately know the outside bit is 13/30. But also, you guys were right. Like, you can just work out the A bit. You just have to do all of these two bits subtracted from 17/30. To be honest, they're both as easy. I'm kind of training you guys to think a bit like me. Like, what would I have done first? But there was no right or wrong answer. But anyway, when you subtract all those from 17/30, what do you get?
You guys are saying 23 over 120. Okay. It's looking good, bruv. It's looking good. Probability of A. Well, that's alright actually. What do these two add up to give you? Man, just DM me. I won't do on stream, but you can DM me. If you're on Instagram, then Maths does Neil. Or on TikTok. What does that give you? 73 over 240. I don't know, you guys are telling me answers. Let me check. So we have 17 over 30. Come on, guys. Can we all use a calculator? I hope so. What was I doing? Over 80. Actually, from that, you can just subtract B, can't you? You can just subtract 3/8 from here. We already know what the probability of B is. Yeah, 23 over 120. Then when we add that to 9 over 80, we get... Okay, that's what we got, right? And then... That was it, yeah. Okay. Come on, guys. It's not looking good, bruh. So what's the probability of A and not B when you look at the diagram? That's 9 over 80. That's the and. That's A and B, but I have A and not B. Okay, yeah, cool. 23 over 120. So it's all of A that does not include B. Nice. These are worth a lot of marks in the exam, you know, like this whole question. You're looking at 7 or 8 marks in total, you know, they're all like a couple of marks. Maybe like 2. What would this one be? Maybe 2, to be honest. 1, 2, 4, maybe 6 then. 6 marks. Lun Gang, let's go. Oh, that's it. Ayo, sick, man. Should we play Kahoot? Yeah, let's do it, man. One cast and that. Ayo, there's only 4 people watching on TikTok. I assume everyone's on here, but guys, if you're on TikTok, then you can come play Kahoot on YouTube, mate, because I have to hide my screen and I'll come off, I will end up coming off TikTok in a sec. Ayo, Oblivion, Neil we trust. Ayo, you're violating. What is this? It says you're going to need your calculators, mate. See if you guys can beat me, though. What do you mean smoke, Neil? I always smoke you guys. I realized that last lesson, guys, I gave you the Key Stage 3 Kahoot or Key Stage 2 Kahoot. I'll put this in the chat. Remember, guys, if you want to join my main maths course, you just need to quote Summer 2024 on WhatsApp. The link is in the description. Alright, to all the brothers on TikTok, if you want to join Kahoot, I recommend you come to YouTube. Because I'm not monitoring the chat. Oh, damn, 982. That's the Kahoot code if you're on TikTok. I'm hiding it on purpose, Daz. Do all of year 12 maths. What do you mean do all of year 12 maths? We made it. Okay, let's get in there, mate. So we've got NeilDoesMaths. Let's go. Do a Kahoot on all of year 12 maths. Bro, I'll be there for like 20 years, man. What is this? My LinkedIn's popping off. Is it? Have you guys all added me on LinkedIn? Who's messaging me on LinkedIn? Mate, like one thing maybe went off on my LinkedIn. What is this?
Alright, what are we saying? We got like 30 seconds. Jaden, have I ever been to Malta? No, I actually really want to go to Malta. You've got me and continue on LinkedIn, Finica. Nice. Continue is the GOAT, man. Alright, what are we saying? We got 15. No, you need a calculator for this one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Alright, TikTok, I'll see you guys in a bit. LJ, you need to be following me on YouTube, that's why. I'll see you there, bro. True or false, double points. If two events A and B are mutually exclusive, then that. Okay. Alright guys, it's false. It is false. A or B is just A and B, right? The intersection is 0, but not A or B. Come on, guys. Oh, I got 2,000 points. Yo, who got 2,000 points? Nah, Pakistan goated. Who's that? Nah, they match me on points. That's crazy. Yo, nah, who is that? Ayo, Shusti. Oh no, Carl. Why are you lying, bro? Oh no, wait, you could be there actually. How is it Neil above me, chat? Come on, it's because I'm too good. Me and Pakistan. Alright, what we got? Have a look at its Venn diagram. Work out the probability. Oh wait, where's my Oh, you can see my calculator. No. Oh my days. Nah, how are you guys getting it so quick? Okay, I got an answer, but it took me too long because I had to hide my calculator. Hey yo, Das, you're violating. What is this? Alright, got it. I'm in 6th place. Nah, Shusti, what is this? I'm 42 points behind you. That's wild. So that's the calculation. You do the intersection, 1/5, divided by the probability of B. Oh, mate, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. Okay. I'm gonna make sure that gap gets bigger and bigger. Oh, wait, what happened? It didn't show me the leaderboard. What happened? Oh, what? When I differentiate? Hey, yo, Kahoot's bugging. Oh, I know. Wait, I did that really fast, though. Did I do it correct? Yes, I did. I'm on the podium again. I got 1924. I was too slow, but it's looking good, Mike. Nah, that's just your talk internet, my bro. So, here, what you're doing, I'll show you on the calculator. You have 2 as the coefficient, right? Then I always told you guys, you differentiate what's inside the bracket first, which is 3. Then you bring down the power and you would end up knocking 1 off the power, but it only wants that coefficient, right? So, that is that one. Let's see if it's actually going to show me the leaderboard this time. Oh, let's go. Straight. Yo, you guys are getting destroyed. You guys are getting destroyed. I am like nearly 2,000 points ahead of Carl. Hey, yo, you guys need to sort out. There better not be, there better not, yo, yeah, that's, you're like, I'm 108 points behind you. Stop the cap. What is it? Guys, there better not be a Roman numerals question, otherwise I'm done for. Okay, multi-select. Oh my god, I don't know.
Oh wait, hold on. Nah, I'm done for. I don't know any of these.
I've done an answer, but it's probably wrong. Hey, you guys adding me on LinkedIn, that's jokes. I got 2,451. I'm still on the podium, but wait, was it all of them? No way was it all of them apart from Lake District. I did Lake Michigan, Ontario, and then I did Erie because I didn't know. I thought surely it's one of those. But Lake District's obviously in England. I didn't know this. But I got 3 of them right. I'll take it, mate. Who cheated and got 4 marks? Oh, I'm still on top. But Shristi, hey yo guys, you guys are banking on Shristi winning here. I don't think anyone else. Finnica could potentially, if I really do badly here. But let's see. Okay. Oh, it's only true or false. Oh my god, if 2 events are independent. Oh. I think I've won this. Shristi has not beaten me.
There's no way. There's no way Shristi has done this.
It was false. I got 2,000 points. Let's go. There's no way. I knew no one was gonna beat me in this one. A and B, if you're independent, is probability of A times the probability of B. Alright guys, I 100% won this. Dandy. Nice one. Shristi, I'm assuming. Ayo, Shristi was way ahead of everyone else, but guys, the boss, always. I'm too good at this game. I was this close to cooking Neil. Carl, you are far ahead, dude. What do you mean? Alright guys, you guys are way ahead. We'll do another one on Thursday, guys. Wednesday. But well done, you lot. Remember this homework as well. Neil does cheating, Amber G. Hey, yo, why are you hating for? Guys, have a nice couple of days. And I'll see you on Wednesday. Peace out, guys. Hey, yo, you're violating Das. I tried my best in chemistry. I was only like 2 or 3 UMS off an A star in chem, but the game's the game. I'll see you guys there on Wednesday.